Hi guys, this is our Whap project comparison in period 1200s to 1450 by Ana Juarez and Ferial Siddiqui. State building and new empire. So as more centralized states rose, they started to conquer land around them, taking the nomadic societies and limiting their influence. So, and the religion and state building. So religion was a huge part in state building because it unified a diverse population. Thus, it strengthened the political control. So example would be Islam and how it used Arabic and its religion to spread towards West Africa and Southeast Asia. Synthesis in different traditions. So as culture spread, states started to take in local traditions and religions. So Japan took in Chinese culture, and Delhi Sultanate took in Islamic culture, which is still pretty prevalent today in Asia, Islamic and Hindu culture. And Neo-Confucianism took in East was spread around in East Asia. China and East Asia. So bureaucracy was really powerful in Song Dynasty, and it was led by Confucianist philosophy and and their scholars, and no other state has such well-established and extensive system for conducting government affairs across such a large territory. So it was the first during that time. And their ability to implement laws and carry out imperial verdicts was a key part state in building in China. And Neo-Confucianism spread in Korea and Japan, and Buddhism and Hinduism spread in South and Southeast Asia. This is a map for Southern Song Dynasty, and you can see right here, these are the modern days lines for China, and you can see right here that they took a huge chunk of China back then, and it was a pretty prevalent empire. These are the South Asian empires in the 1200s. Okay, so emergence of new states. So former Abbasid Empire broke into three different um, empires. So Mamluk Empire, Seljuk Empire, and Delhi Empire was a and then Song Dynasty took over Han Dynasty, Mali Empire took over Ghana Kingdom, and Holy Roman Empire took over Kuman Empire. Okay, Europe. Since Europe was in the Middle Ages was really weak and compared to like its surrounding neighbors, it looked up to Roman Catholic Church. State and religious power were the same, and the church provided alternate structure for organizing society. This is the Europe during the Middle Ages. You can see the Roman Empire is also very large here, and it was mostly Catholic, ruled by Catholic Church. Diffusion of religion. The spread of religion resulted in influence of religion over the areas. Islam, Buddhism, Christianity encouraged followers to convert non-believers, therefore establishing missionary activity that became important for in decline of local religions in places of sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and East Asia. In South Asia, converts to Islam increased partly due to Islamic invasions from armies from Central Asia, but Hinduism remained predominant religion in South Asia, setting stage for periods of conflict and intolerance between followers of Islam and Hinduism on subcontinent. Trade networks in Indian Ocean, South China Sea, East and Central Asia, and across the Sahara Desert helped to spread religions as commercial activity increased. And this is the map of how Islam spread. It started in Saudi Arabia and Mecca right here. And you can see all these lines. It spread through trade and conquering. State building through trade. So crop production that spread from Vietnam to China helped the Song dynasty feed people. Porcelain, silk, steel, iron production all increased during this time. Paper manufacturing that was invented in China made its way to Eurasia, reaching Europe around 13th century. Focus on intellectual thought had led to advances in math and medicine, especially in Islamic centers of learning. Not all contact with Europe and Asia was peaceful. Muslim conquered Spain during the 18th century. Christian crusaders attempted to seize lands that were holy in the Middle East. And these are the example of major trade routes during this time period. So you can see there are multiple lines going from China. There are also multiple lines during in the Indian Ocean. And there's a lot of in Africa and Europe too. But there's barely in Europe and Asia. So yeah. So impact on the nomads. So Mongol pastoral people from the steppes of Central Asia ruled over significant area in Eastern Europe during the 13th century. So they were all nomads, but they increased in power and started to take over land. Political stability resulted from dominance, allowed trade across Eurasia to expand. Turkish people also from Central Asia steppes increased dominance over large land-based empires in Eastern Mediterranean, Persia, and South Asia lasted well past 1450. The Turkish built empires, and over time you'll see the building of Ottoman Empire. And this is the Mongol Empire's map, and you can see how vast their conquest is. It's just huge. So they took over. It was little by little. They took over this land first, and then took over this, and it just spread out later on. Global effect of the time period. So basically, this is a summary of the whole PowerPoint. 1200 to 1400 was a core time period for emergence of large civilizations and empire through conquering religion and trade. As the world followed the trend of building more centralized, the smaller states declined. These empires grew in multiple ways from region to region, and this set up the premises for enormous development and key events in the future. Thank you. That's it for our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.